Welcome to Mischief Wargaming. I'm John and this is a Blood Bowl Roundup. We're over the halfway point of this year's league and the teams are looking like they're starting to feel like they're finding their rhythm, while the standings are looking to solidify. The teams doing well only increased their lead, while the teams at the bottom only suffered more. The first game was the Warpstoners Anonymous facing the Sumeru Thunderers. The Nippon team thoroughly dominated the Warpstone Addicts this game, scoring 2 touchdowns and causing plenty of casualties. The Sumeru Thunderers scored 2 touchdowns and 5 casualties, giving the team plenty of star player points, as well as nearly doubling their league points. The Warpstoners will be missing Vedic Dawnfall in their next game, but with new mutations from Noisy Phil and the Ogre Gog, the team should be able to balance things out. Meanwhile, the Thunderers were really saved by their pervasive dodge skill, keeping them in action and letting them develop their skills, though neither team spent any of their gold, both choosing to save it for future use. The second game saw the Vampires of the Dudene Striders face Sigmar Stormhammers. The Striders really took a beating this game. While they managed to score a touchdown, they suffered their first death of the league as Julien was killed. The Stormhammers finally scored some touchdowns, as well as inflict some casualties, though the Vampires suffered most of their injuries thanks to their own bloodlust. The Dudene Striders held on to their gold, hoping to finally buy a reroll, as that's the team's biggest weakness. Even the addition of Captain Karina von Rise wasn't enough to counter the team's bad luck and unpredictable players. Meanwhile, the Stormcast Eternals keep hold of their cash too, though for a different reason. The team wasn't really able to earn much in the way of skills, but did earn some much needed points. Lastly, the Slowpost Gardeners squared off against the Hexamatl Sun Warriors. The game started off well for the Nurglings, scoring 2 touchdowns, but thanks to some bad luck arguing with the ref, wasn't able to bring any secret weapons into the second half. The team scored a casualty, but that wasn't anywhere near enough to stop the reigning champions. The team's star player, Ripper Bolgrot, was an extremely strong and very reliable source of power when the team really struggled to match the Saurus and Kroxigor of the Lizardmen. The Sun Warriors bided their time and really dominated the second half, scoring 2 touchdowns and more than a few casualties. The team likely would have won if it weren't for the timeout that began the second half, and the only addition the team made was an apothecary. Here are the league standings as they are at the end of the third round. The Sumeru Thunderers maintain their lead, and it will take some work to dethrone them before the end of the league. The Nurglings are somehow in second place, despite frequently losing a majority of their players during each game. It's likely the influx of star players that are really making a difference. Their recent opponents, the Hexamatl Sun Warriors, are tied with the Warpstoners Anonymous, neither team having a real standout performance, and it prevents them from really challenging the Thunderers. Sigmar Stormhammers finally earn some points as they score their first touchdowns, but it might be too little too late, and it will take a miracle from Sigmar himself to propel the team to the top. Which is more than can be said for the Dudene Striders, who trail at the bottom due to their own bloodlust. I said it during the closing thoughts of their last game, but I cannot stress enough how bad of an idea it is to take all 7 vampires with no rerolls. If the Striders ever reappear in future with a new roster, I'll be sure to have a more sensible and balanced team to begin with. The 4th round starts soon, kicking off with the Sumeru Thunderers facing Sigmar Stormhammers. The Thunderers have the skills needed to really dance around the Stormcast, but the teams are close enough in team value that none have any real inducements, potentially giving the Stormhammers a fighting chance. Next is the Slowpost Gardeners facing the Dudene Striders. Despite how things are looking for the Striders, the Nurglings always present an opportunity to earn some points. The Gardeners, as expected, are able to bring a star player, this time bringing in Glart Smashrip, a strong mass of a player with access to claws, who can prove to be a real danger to the Stormhammers. The round will end with the Hex Rattle Sun Warriors facing the Warpstone Anonymous Renegades. The Chaos team are looking good overall, but the Sun Warriors have a big advantage, so the Warpstones have brought in Spike Magazine's own Agony Uncle, Lord Borak the Despoiler. The Lord of Chaos is an exceptional player and brings an extra reroll to boot. And that's what's coming up in the Mischief Cup. I'll add that to ensure the league finishes before the end of the year, I'm changing the schedule up. I've been releasing a Blood Bowl game as every other video, but to make sure everything gets done in time for next year, the rest of the league will look a bit different. Next week's video is more Star Trek Alliance, but then round 4 will be the next 3 videos after that until the end of October. In the meantime, if there's any other game you'd like to see me try out and take a look at, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. Take care.